Hi guys, so welcome to another episode of Gamer 1994. On today's episode, I'm going to show you my small Nintendo Switch collection. Right, I'm going to start things off with this game here, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. So this was a remake from the Nintendo Wii game, which was released in 2010. And this game has divided a lot of Zelda fans. There's some Zelda fans that love this game, and there's some Zelda fans who absolutely despise this game. I'm on the latter. I was not a big fan of the motion controls when this game first came out on the Wii, but on the Switch version, they did try to fix that. But again, it's a bit clunky and it's just unplayable. So this is the inside of the game on the obverse. So yeah, a decent game, but for Zelda standards, it was a huge disappointment. On to the next game. Right, this is one of my favorite Nintendo Switch games of all time. Super Mario Odyssey on the Switch. So this is the mainstream Mario game that you'll get on the Switch. Absolute all-time classic. They're leveled, especially that famous stage in New York to celebrate Mario. That was one of my favorite stages in this game. And the new cap system. You can't, like I said with Mario games, you can never ever go wrong with them. So this is the inside of the game. So this is the I think when they go to New York, this is the song, the lyrics to the song that was sung on that stage. Absolute brilliant game and a must-have. The next game is a collection, and it's one of the most rare. I won't say rare, but it was released for a limited time, and that is Super Mario 3D All Stars. So Nintendo only gave consumers about, let's say, 3 months to get the game. After that, it will stop sending more out in circulation. And I managed to luckily pick a copy before it became obscure to find. So in Super Mario 3D All Stars, you get three Mario games: Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, which is my favorite Mario game of all time, and Super Mario Galaxy, and another great, and I say this with passion, a great Mario game when it comes to Galaxy. So this game does tend to go for an expensive price because of its rarity, as I say. So at the moment, when I bought this game, it was going for like £50, but now it's gone up to the ridiculous prices like £100 plus. Again, if you're into Mario, if you want to play Mario in updated hardware from the previous generation, this is the way to go. The next game I've got is Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. So this is another remake from the Wii era. And for me, it's a very, very underrated game, because I do enjoy Mario 3D World, especially the damn car and the levels in the game are absolutely fun to play. So it is quite popular. Again, when it comes to Mario games, you know what to expect. Just fun at all times. Again, another great game, and I'm glad I've got this in my Switch collection. The next game on the Switch, my Switch collection, sorry, is one of my favorite brawlers of all time, Super Mario. No, sorry, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I say Mario there, but yeah, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This game has literally the who's of Nintendo and then some. So you get guest characters like Kazuya from Tekken, Cloud from Final Fantasy series, Zelda, Donkey Kong. So you can have fantasy matchups with Samus from Metro Prime against Donkey Kong. So all the fantasy game matchmakers that you want to make, you can do it in this game. Absolute blast to play. And the replayability, you will never ever get bored of this game with this interesting story and a huge roster. Hell, it's even got Sonic, Pac-Man, Bowser Jr. What else do you need? Again, absolute brilliant fighter. Now, when this came, the next game, this game came out this year. It's a very great game in the Mario series, and it got me thinking. about getting more 2D games, because this game here is an absolute gem of a game, and I think it may go down as a huge hidden gem, especially in nowadays with kids into the AAAs. They don't appreciate the previous era of 2D gaming, and that, my friends, is Super Mario Wonder on the Switch. Absolute classic. I enjoy Elephant Mario, Bowser's Castle, new things such as the internet, especially that flower that keeps speaking, and just even at first it was annoying, but you just get used to it, and it's just a huge charm of the game. So if you want to play games a bit of difficulty, but not that too hard and fair, Super Mario Wonder is where you want to pick it up. The next Switch game is, I'm not into this series, my sister's into this series, but I won't play it, but all I can say is Nelky, the Legendary Alchemist. I've never been into this series, but this is one of the games I got my sister, but she didn't want, so I just kept it in my collection. So if you know anything about this game, leave in the comments below, as you may have more expertise than I do about this game. The next game is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. When I first got this game, I wasn't expecting a great game, but boy was I wrong. This game is absolutely smashed it out of the park. When it comes to 3D Kirby games, this is I think it's the only 3D Kirby game, to be fair. But yeah, this game, you just absorb everything, take over everything, and you destroy, cause carnage in every stage. And the way the difficulty is not that hard, you can complete this game within a week if you really tried. But yeah, it's an absolute great game. It does have a bit of a dark element with the world being abandoned, which they don't explain clearly, but it will be down as an all-time classic on the Nintendo Switch. The next game is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. When it comes to Mario Kart, what's not been said about Mario Kart is one of the greatest races of all time, and the replayability. I can just play this today and still won't get bored. This game first came out with, I think it was a Wii and Wii U era, and it just got ported to the Switch. Again, it's a really good racer. It's best played with friends. If you play alone, you won't get that fun out of it, if that makes sense. But with your mates or with family, this game is a huge blast to play. Absolute great game. And I'm glad that I've got this in the collection. Brilliant game. And another game that I got my sister I know nothing about. Pure Fiore episode 1926, or Episodio 1926. Don't know much about this game. I think it's a visual novel. If you know more about this game, just let me know and put in the comments below. Again, know nothing about this game. Wait for you guys to help me out with that. The next game in my collection is a very underrated game, and that is, my friends, Astral Chain on the Nintendo Switch. So when I first got this game, I was a bit skeptical. I'm thinking, it looks decent, the cover. When it said don't judge a book by its cover, and when I looked at this cover, I'm like, whoa, this game looks good. But I didn't expect it to be that good, because this game is absolutely a blast to play. So if you're into 90s anime and you want to have a feel of that, this is the game. It's got a huge plot. I won't spoil it for you. It's got a nice plot in which you control your lead. You get to pick either the male or the female character in the game. I chose the male character, and with my legion, I went to the astral world. And again, I won't spoil it for you. Cause a bit of mayhem. So hugely recommended for any Switch fan. Get this game. Absolute blast to play. Right, the next game, it's an absolute huge game. It'll take you at least 200 hours to complete fully. I haven't completed yet. I'm like 30-40 hours in, and that is Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition. So this game came out in, again, the Wii era. So it looks like Nintendo, when it came to the Switch, ported over a lot of their previous game in the Wii era and got them fixed. I'm just putting on the Switch to get the best version out of the game, which I highly commend for them for doing that. So this game with the Monado in the front cover, and yeah, so this game is about, I can't spoil it for you, it's for you to find out. It's about a huge world where you have to find the secrets about the weapon and why there's an invasion going on. So I'm just keeping it brief so I don't want to spoil it for you guys. And again, it's a huge adventure. There's so many side quests, and the storyline will take you at least 60 hours to complete. And if you want to complete the game fully, it'll take you 200 hours. Absolute blast to play. Would I recommend this game? Definitely. Definitely recommend this game. Absolute gem on the Switch. The next games, no, I won't say the next game, but the next two games are easily my favorite video games in this generation. And when I said this with confidence, I think that these two games are possibly the greatest games ever made. And that is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda The Tears of the Kingdom. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, this game for me was the game changer that Nintendo needed at the time. This game changed everything in the gaming world, and the innovation that is done for gaming, it can't be brought up more than we expect. Absolute all-time class. When I first saw the opening level, I'm thinking, whoa, such a huge world and so much things to do. It's easy to get lost, and there's nothing you can do about it. But again, with so many side quests, shrines, and the plot, and again, the game does not tell you what to do. It doesn't hold your hand. It's the words there for you, and the task is just made simple. You've got to reach the destination. How you do it is up to you, and that's what nowadays games are missing. It gives you that lack of freedom, but this game gives you that freedom, and you can play it 100 times and complete it in 100 different ways, and for that, you've got to commend them. And its sequel, The Legend of Zelda: The Tears of the Kingdom, which came out in May 2023. This game took Breath of the Wild and just put up the volume to another level. So this game added fusion of weapons, Sky Island, as well as multiple shrines, and again, the way they've differentiated the world. So there's the underground world, then there's the mainland, and then it's the Sky Islands. So again, when I first played this game, I'm thinking, how on earth am I gonna complete this game? Like, how am I gonna complete it? Because there's so much to do. Like, I think it's gonna take someone at least 10 years to get everything that you need from this game. So it's worth the price. And I think for me, this is the perfect video game you'll ever get. I think you can't get any better than this. But Nintendo always prove me wrong. And I think Zelda, especially the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I don't think it can get any better. But if Nintendo prove me wrong, which they normally do, I'll be happy for that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. If you want to know more about my collection, leave in the comments below. Anyways, guys, until next time, and don't forget to subscribe.